Hey, I've got the Batman mini Tumbler, or, well, that's what I'm calling it at least, but I'm going to review it and give you my thoughts on it. So this set is 76239 Batmobile Tumbler Scarecrow Showdown, 422 pieces, and this is a fantastic model. I guess they didn't want to call it mini because that wasn't cool enough, but to me, I'm calling this the mini Tumbler. And there we've got the two minifigures in it, somewhat new prints on both of those. Those are going to be probably like the only new parts in this set. Looking at some of the box art, it's from the Batman trilogy, and seeing him showing down with a scarecrow on the back of the box. The alternate face for Batman is actually new, so that's a new printing. It's pretty rad. I actually prefer it in that kind of scary dark black face rather than his normal Batman face. And then just seeing that Dark Knight trilogy on the side and seeing that box art with the DC logo. Looks very clean, hits hard. I like the Batman logo up in the top corner, just kind of shining like the Batman light. Also, it was kind of a drag to see those push tabs on here. I like to see the stickers, or not the stickers, I like to see the tape on it. And there, as I was saying, no new parts with this set, but just some new printings. So that's cool to see. As well, we've got, I'd like to point out that pretty much since it was released, I was lucky enough to get it, but it's not been back in stock very much at all, and not at the Lego store or online. So I always like to point out that as well on the secondary market, like on eBay, on some fresh sales when I just went to look before recording this video, they're going for just about double, around about, but the person, the minus fees and taxes and all that, but way more than MSRP from the Lego store. So always interesting to point out. Here, dumping out the Lego set and seeing what contents we have inside. 4 bags and stickers. So that's understandable for a $40 set, not to have a lot of printed pieces. I always like to prefer printed pieces, but for $40 at the price point, it's definitely no loss there. As well, I'd like to point out it's like a binded book rather than the stapled book, so I always prefer those. I'm not sure, I guess at a certain point they decide what gets bound and what gets stapled, but this is definitely a healthy build and I prefer that. So 158 steps, 4 bags, and I really did enjoy the whole process, so let's get right into it, guys. And always before I build, no matter how big or small, I like to straighten up the bags, make sure everything is there and we're looking clean. So starting off with the minifigures, we've got the Scarecrow and Batman, both somewhat new printings. You can see on the backs of their heads the new face printing with the Batman, the alternate face, and the chest is just a little bit different. This is technically, I guess, my second Batman. I have a Batman from the Welcome to Apocalypse set, and that one was rowdy cool. So this is cool to add just kind of a normal DC Batman to the collection, and just seeing the swapped out faces and just trying to compare kind of the flesh tone with the white bandana versus the black with the printing, kind of like scary Dark Knight look. And I just have to definitely lean towards that new printing of that Dark Knight kind of scary black metal look. Even without his helmet on, I think that is a really cool piece to be used in maybe other places or other scenes. And it almost doesn't even look unique to Batman, so I do like that, so it can be used with builders in other areas. It's pretty fun to point out. And just the way the white bandana makes his eyes, but you can take his hat off, or his face off, and you can still see it. So I think that's pretty cool. Here we've got the Scarecrow and the printing on the back of it, like I had pointed out, with the detailed kind of the back of the stitching of his mask. Very scary character. It was a very small role in the movie, but he definitely left an impression on me, so it's cool that he has such a detailed printing and detailed minifigure in these series. I really do like to see that. And coming up on the finished build, this was a very, very fun build. Mini Tumbler for the win, 100%. The kind of like opposability of the armor you'll see in a bit is super cool. Matched up with the 2 figures. The cockpit, you're able to hold 2 figures in it, and it comes with 2 figures. So even though they're enemies, I think it's cool that they could be riding around possibly. And then just looking at it, just overall the rolling, how smooth it feels, and just it's such a durable set. I wouldn't suggest tumbling it down the stairs or anything like that, but it definitely is durable. And seeing inside the cockpit, like I said, being able to fit 2 figures, Robin and Batman, or the Scarecrow and Batman, however you'd be wanting to ride around in this mini Tumbler. But it's cool to see that open kind of tank feel, the opposability of everything, the back wings, all the side armor. It's all very opposable, and I think in like playability wise and thinking as a kid, that would be really fun just to have the option to make it different, almost not quite like a transformer, but to transform it in different ways. The way this wing sat in was very cool, just the building element and the way it tucks in, that other piece holds it, so to be able to flip it up you kind of have to force it out, but it's really cool the way that worked just perfectly, and the design and how it adds so much to the whole look and feel, that winglet on the side as well. Probably my favorite feature of the whole build is the back end. That is just a meaty back end with those 4 tires, the 2 in the front with the 2 shooters, so the playability and being able to ride around and shoot with those, super fun. And like I said, the whole thing is kind of opposable, so it's like you could take it into the bay and be like working on it, or just different things. It's cool that it has all these small Technic elements and these hinges that allow it to be kind of almost opened up in a way. And I thought that was really cool, just taking a look at the vehicle itself and just being able to open it up. I think it's pretty fun. And that overall is probably the biggest highlight, being able to move it around. It has stoppers so you can put it on the shelf and the tires don't roll. And all in all, for $40 set, this had so much going for it. I really did enjoy building it. 422 pieces does not sound like a lot, but when it was all said and done, this build did take me, I would say, this one I did not time, but you know, a healthy hour plus. And I was taking my time, enjoying it. 4 bags and 158 steps. So all in all, big win. It just needs to come back in stock probably. So I hope you guys are enjoying these videos and my just honest, off the cuff, just not sponsored reviews. These are all me. And just let me know what you think down below. Other than that, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and remember, never stop building.